I just want to go over our booths that we have within Gather. We've been getting a few questions recently about how to set up a booth and enter your own logo on it, or company design or text or anything like that. So what we'll do is start within, I just have a blank area here. I was just using it for a poster session as well, which is why it says poster test up here at the top. So you can just ignore that. But what we'll do is start by going to objects, and then I'm just going to click the plus sign here to bring up the object picker. I'm just going to go to the search bar at the top and type in the word booth. Completely up to you on which one you prefer. I'm just going to go with the booth set large today, but if you want something smaller, that is totally fine. So I'll start by clicking that, and you can see you can change the colors up here at the top. Let's go with green today. Generally, you wouldn't really need too much of an interaction within the booth, but you can enter an interaction if you'd like to. We're just going to go with no interaction today, and then we'll click select. From here, place the booth where you'd like it, and then we do have another video going over how to create and customize custom objects and resize them and all that good stuff. So I will enter that link down here at the bottom in the description box, just so you can reference that if you need to. I did already go in and create a Gather logo just to be placed over our booth here. So I'm going to go to the plus sign, and then I'm going to go to upload new. And then I have the file saved on my desktop here, so I'm just going to click and drag that. And then this is what that's going to look like. It's just the simple Gather logo. I'm going to click create and select, and then you'll see I can place it here. If I don't love how it was placed there, which I think that one's pretty fine, but if I don't love it, maybe I think it's up a little bit too high, you can go to select mode over here on the upper left hand corner. And then I'm just going to zoom in. I'm using a trackpad, so I zoom by pinching on my trackpad to zoom. Oops. Pinching on my trackpad to zoom, but if you do use a physical mouse with a scroll wheel or anything, you can hold the control button and scroll with the scroll wheel to zoom in and out while in Mapmaker. So I'm just going to click that, and I'm going to drag it around. I think this looks a little bit better, just down a little bit further. Okay, now I have my logo added on to my booth. A lot of people also want to enter in tiles around their booth as well to make a private space. That way no one outside is interrupting or hearing any of the information that the people within the booth may be talking about. Just kind of cuts down on some of that chatter. And then since this is a table here, I also don't want people to be able to walk through the table. So I'm going to go ahead and enter in impassable tiles here. I entered those in over the table. And then I'm also going to enter them in so that no one can walk through the background. And then I'll do a private space tile. Over here, you can enter a tile ID. Normally we would use numbers just to make it very easy to read and tell who is where and where the private areas are. So I'll enter in 1 as tile ID private area number 1. And then there would generally be people sitting here, so I'll do that, but let's say we want more people to join as well and make that private space a little bit larger. So I'll put the entire gray area as a private space. That way, let's see, I'll save it here and I'll re-enter that space. I have that open in another tab, so I'll just jump right back. So now anytime you go into the gray area, you'll see where it says you have entered a private space. And then anyone within this area will be able to talk to each other. Let's say maybe we want the private space to be a little bit more private. I'm going to go back to Mapmaker. While the private space tiles are still selected, I'm going to go to the erase button here. I'm going to erase everything except for the 2 spots right in front of these 2 chairs and the 2 chairs. Maybe to signify that, what I'll also do is go back to I'm going to get rid of the erase mode tool, and then I'm also going to select colored here. This is going to put a colored tile right there, just to signify that people should be standing there if they want to talk to the people at this booth. So I'm going to go ahead and press save. Now I'll re-enter that space. And now the private space is only going to be on those colored circles. Okay. And that is generally how our booths are used. But if you do have any other questions, definitely feel free to reach back out. Feel free to check out the description box below, and I will also have a link to our knowledge base there where you can find answers to many other questions. But other than that, thank you for watching and have a nice day.